Hey guys, it's Nachauntae. Welcome to my channel. I am actually outside today. I finally caught a tiny break with all the rain we've been having over the last couple of weeks, so I'm taking my chances and hopefully it holds off long enough for me to finish filming. But as you can see, there's no sun, it's extremely cloudy, so it could just start pouring at any second because it's like that here. There's no chill when this rain decides to come. So anyways, I know like the last couple of weeks have been a little bit different because everything has been focused on my journey to Africa, but now that I'm here and I've been here for a few weeks, I was finally able to paint. I went to a local art store in Botswana, and this was definitely a little bit of a different experience than what I'm used to at like Michael's or Curry's back in Canada, but that's to be expected because I am in a completely different continent. So I think the biggest difference was probably just in store size and variety of supplies, but I was still able to find all of the basics and essentials, so I left happy. Today I'm going to take you with me to the art store and then show you my art haul, as well as the process of creating not only my first painting of 2021, but also my first painting in Africa. So let's go. Hey guys, so I just left the art store. I think I got some good stuff and I'm really excited to get back home so I can use them. And I think it all went really well and I got everything that I would need because I really didn't bring anything at all with me because I figured I'm going all in, so this is what it's gonna be. So exciting! Where I went to was named Arthaul, which I think is actually pretty cool because, you know, art plus Botswana equals Botswana. Yeah, I know it's super corny, but I don't mind. So first things first, at all stores in Botswana, contact tracing is mandatory. So you literally cannot go into any store, building, or even drive-through without first checking in. And what they do is they check your temperature and they get your contact information. And this is necessary so that if a case of COVID is ever traced back to a specific location, all necessary parties can be contacted and get themselves tested, which I think makes so much sense. And that's probably why the numbers are a lot less here than, say, example, Canada. Sorry guys. This woman was actually really nice. She was doing the check-in, and I originally tried to capture a video when I first entered the store, but the footage was so trash and I ended up going back inside just before I left the store and just asked her if I could just get a pic so I could like show you guys the setup, and she was really nice about it and posed for the pic, so I appreciated that. So walking into the store, to the right, there is like a separate section of the store, which I think is where they do like custom printing orders and stuff like that. And then straight ahead is where they have their kind of stock of canvases. And then to the left was where they had all of the art, school, office supplies type of things. So again, the store was definitely not huge and the options were limited in most cases, but like I said, it had all of the basic essentials. So as we seen yesterday, I finally made it to the art store in Botswana, and I think I got everything that I needed. I came here with literally nothing, realizing when I got here, like I didn't even bring like my sketchbook or like a pencil. Like I literally had nothing, so I pretty much had to get all of the essentials. So I'm gonna have to work with what I got, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got yesterday. So let's see. Okay, so I got canvases, 2 10 by 10s and 2 9 by 12 inches. And I also had an 18 by 24, but I think I left that in the room, so I'm not gonna bother getting it, but we'll see what I can create with those. And then all the goodies. So let's see, I got some glitter because I love some gold glitter, and I only had a pack of silver, so we'll see what I can make with that. And then I got the sketchbook, a little palette drum thingy. They didn't really have any flat ones. They only had one that was like huge, and it was just too much. So I'm gonna work with this and see how that goes. I got a couple palette knives, a number of different brushes, just kind of the basic shapes, I think, and sizes, which I think should work for me. A ruler because I'm obsessed with straight lines. And then I just got this little notebook to jot down ideas and stuff again, because like I said, I literally brought nothing with me. And my pencils, eraser, sharpener, and then my paint. So black and white I got more of because you use them all the time, especially white, mixing colors. And then I got the basics, so we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then a brown and umber and burnt sienna. So I think I should be able to make whatever I need to with these. And I think I ended up spending quite a lot, 1,165 pula, and I think that converts to probably around like 120, 130 dollars. So yeah, not the cheapest stuff, but I'm happy nonetheless and ready to start painting. I forgot, I also got this easel because of course you need an easel to paint. So let's see how this looks. I didn't even check it in the store. I was just like, oh, easel, let's go. Okay. This is actually really good. It's a nice wooden easel. I actually have one kind of similar to this back at home, but it's a little smaller and I actually broke it. So hopefully I don't break this one. So it just folds down flat, and then this can adjust. This can adjust here so it can go higher or lower depending on the size of canvas that I'm working on. So this is actually pretty good, so I'm happy about this for sure. So now that I had all of my supplies, it was finally time to paint. Originally, I was really excited to paint. Like, as I was saying, I feel like I was going through withdrawals because I think it's been like probably like 2 months since I've painted anything. Maybe a month and a half. It's exaggerating. I did do some stuff in December, but I feel like December is a whole blur. So I was really excited, but it took me a while to get back into it. Like, even though I really wanted to, I was just like facing a block and I couldn't like get motivated to do it. So I decided to just start with a sketch first in the new sketchbook that I bought. And I'm super glad I did, because it was easy for me to kind of get my ideas out, but I scrapped like the first two ideas, so I'm glad I didn't like waste my canvas for those. And then the third one was so much better, and that kind of motivated me to get started because I wanted to bring it to life with colors and everything like that. Surprise, surprise. Anybody who knows me knows I am pretty obsessed with giraffes, and they are something I love painting. I've probably painted a good handful or so of them already. So it is definitely my love for giraffes and also being in Botswana that inspired this piece. So if you've seen any of my previous art videos, you know I pretty much almost always start off with a grid, and that's just because proportions and symmetry, when feasible, are extremely important to me. So once I have my grid set up, I was able to work on my initial outline on the canvas. In this case, because I had done my sketch previously, I was able to refer back to that kind of as I went. I think one of the things I love most about giraffes is definitely their long necks. I think they just look so majestic and free, and they're so like chill and relaxed. But like, if you've ever seen like a video of like giraffes fighting or things like that, they actually use their necks to fight, and it's just like, yeah, I'm chill and whatever, but if you mess with me, like, it's gonna go down, like I'm coming. So yeah. I dislike them. I find them extremely fascinating. So once the outline was done, I went over it with black paint just to make it a little bit more pronounced. And then I started working on the background. I used kind of an orange-red mix as the base of the background, and then went over it with these red, orange, and brown like blotches just to give it a little bit of texture. The colors remind me of a typical African sunset kind of vibe, which is what I was going for here. I then completed the base coat of the giraffe, and I really just used the leftover mix I had from the background and lightened it a little bit, but I got this absolutely horrible color. And that's kind of where I ended on the first day, and I was kind of deflated. All I could think about was just how horrible it looked. I was rethinking the whole thing. I didn't even paint for the next like 2 days because I was just like trying to decide if I even wanted to keep going or if I wanted to just scrap it and do something completely different. But then finally, like just looking back at the sketch, I was like, no, I got this. Like, I need to see this through and it's gonna look bomb. So I went back to it, and you know what? It did. I feel like once I mixed a better color for the giraffe and then started to add the shading and the highlights, it just like really came together, and I could actually see my original vision for the piece again. That was done, I started working on the scarf, and this scarf is meant to represent Botswana culture through an adaptation of a very traditional Tswana print. And then it was time for my favorite part, the neck rings. So in some African and also Asian cultures, neck rings are worn to create an elongated neck, which is a symbol of beauty. And obviously giraffes already have these really long necks, which I feel like are already representative of their beauty and presence. I just kind of wanted to build on that and give them a little something extra by adding the gold rings. From here, I was really inspired to give the giraffe an overall more tribal vibe, so I continued that theme and added the headwear, the jewelry, and the face makeup. I then finished the background off with a tribal pattern, which I think really tied it all together. I started off with the thin black outline, but then I went over it with a thicker brush, and then finally added some gold accents to just like finish it off. Like, yeah. And lastly, I had to paint the edges of the canvas. I absolutely hate unpainted edges, so this is always a necessary part of every painting for me, whether I continue my painting to the edges or I just do a solid color. One way or another, all of my paintings, the edges are always painted. So yeah, so this is it. Here's a closer look at the final piece. I am absolutely in love with her, and I'm so glad I stuck with it to see this piece through because she's just absolutely beautiful. I haven't come up with a name for her yet. I always title my pieces, but I always have to give all of my animal pieces an actual name. They're really like my babies. So I'll have to think on it a bit more because I feel like it just has to be right. So if you have any name ideas, let me know down below in the comments, or let me know what you thought of the piece. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I record the videos more for myself than anything because I really just love being able to go back and watch myself create. Especially when I'm not feeling particularly motivated or inspired, it just gets me really hype and ready to create something new, and I just love the process. So yeah, anyways, you know what to do now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.